Hey, how's everybody doing today? Oh, hope you're all wonderful and having a blessed day or night, wherever you're at. Well, I want to share a little bit of past history in my family of what my life was like in the 1980s and 1990s. So, my father, on top of many feathers he wore in his hat, he was big in the video gaming business. He was a vendor. So in the start, he had arcades, the 1980s classic arcades. That was my father right there. And me being young during then, I think my father started out like around 78 doing this. Me being young, I grew up as a kid around pool tables, jukeboxes, pinballs, video games, all of that, the whole amusement machine business. I know all of these games so well. I later on had an arcade myself in a pool hall. Had 12 pool tables in it and lots of video games during the 1990s. It's great times and a lot of memories. And today I'm over here selling some of those memories. A gentleman that works at the post office up in our town, he actually played a lot of these games when they were brand new at my dad's arcade. And I think that is pretty cool, right? And he has got all into now with some friends of working on restoring and hobbying in these like 1980s, 1990s video games. So I really like him a lot. He's a very likable character. And I said, you know what? I gave him a few games today, just gave them to him. They need work. He's trying to learn how to work on them. So I said, you can have some. But others, he wanted them bad, and I sold a few of them. It was kind of hard to part with, like Miss Pac-Man that's fully working, good cabinet, Galaga, and these all have the update chips in them. But so be it. So I sold him numerous games. I think he hauled off 5 earlier, and he's coming back to get a few more right now. But I wanted to show you all some of this. It's pretty cool. Some of these were not the original games that was in them. We update them through the years, put different boards in them, convert them to new games. Always some fun things to do. Final fights and Mortal Kombats and yeah, the classic Galaga. We got these pinballs as well. This is an old Cyclone, still working, functioning condition on it. I've got a police force pinball sitting over in here, and I've got a very valued whitewater pinball sitting right there. At one point in time, man, there's probably 100 games or more sitting here and over at my house and in our barns. But I've been slowly working it down. A few things I probably won't part with. I just now got this one on. Screen needs to be clean. Sunset Rider. It's a Western themed game. Cowboys. It's funny that it shows that bar is rotating on the camera, but on the game it's not. I guess it's just the way the timing rate with the video of the camera matches with that monitor, but there's no black bars going across it. Anyway, it's pretty cool. Just want to share that with you. And you see, it was kind of fun back in those days, 1980s. My dad had the amusement arcade. Look here, here's some more. Miss Pac-Man. There's another Miss Pac-Man there. Tekken. And a lot of these have been changed. We got a lot of these that'll say Neo Geo in them. These were originally games like Williams, games like Joust and Dig Dug, some Ataris, Mortal Kombats, and things that came later. It's pretty cool. A lot of good memories and these beautiful jukeboxes. Here's the police force pinball. That decal's getting bad on it. And I have lots of these jukeboxes. A couple were mine, some were my father's. Of course, most were my father's, but I had a couple that belonged to me myself. I have a couple of very old vintage jukeboxes too that were mine, not my father's. But I just want to share that, and I just think it's fun. Might bring back some memories that some of you watch our channel, and might take you back to younger years and thinking about the old video games. They're just in here everywhere, and all these boxes are full of game parts. We did have a barn that had tons of games in it, and a tornado took it out, and we lost all of those machines, race car driving machines and all. I was just playing this one a minute ago. Hang On motorcycle game, all still working. Lots and lots of memories. So another thing I'll share with you about all this is that when my father had that arcade in the early 80s, you all remember the show Benji, the Benji movies. And then Benji came out with a Saturday morning series. And they were filming a lot of that in our town and some neighboring towns. And of course, they wanted to use my father's arcade. So what they did is they put up a fake sign covering over our sign, and they used our arcade like a focal point that the kids in this Saturday morning TV show, Benji show, would come to and meet up and we're dealing with, and they had the little alien that flew around and all. And I got to be a small part, a very small part, but just, I'm not bragging like I was a movie star or nothing like that. I wasn't. It was just a small part, but it was still fun of being in that Benji Saturday morning show. And Benji was actually multiple dogs, not one dog. It was a breed of dogs that this guy, Frank, and one of them might be a male and the next one a female, but it was a breed of dogs. And he had, and I remember in one of the scenes I was doing with Benji, man, the claws were sharp and scratched me right down my face. I was bleeding. It was funny. And old Frank, the trainer and owner of the Benji dogs, I remember him sitting on the hood of my dad's brand new 1980 GMC pickup. And old Frank that owned those dogs, he was a big man. And they were doing the movie set, or the TV show set and stuff there, and he climbed up and sat down on the hood of my father's brand new truck, and his big old butt cheeks bent in my dad's hood on a brand new truck. And my dad didn't want to get it fixed because he was just so taken that it was a story to tell, that the owner of the Benji dogs is one that did that. It was something he could tell everybody. See those two dents right there in my truck? That's from the big fat ass of the man that had the Benji dogs. Old Frank, he loved to have that focal point, have something to talk about. So those dents stayed in that hood. He never had them fixed until the day that truck got sold. I thought that was pretty funny. Wish I could find that old series online. I looked a little bit a while back. I couldn't locate it. And if any of y'all know where to locate it, it was a Saturday morning, I think it was like on ABC, Saturday morning TV show, Benji series. It's pretty cool. It was fun. Probably dig some photo albums, find pictures and stuff. I was a skinny little runt back then, this tall, skinny little beanpole. And it was some great times, man. I met a lot of great people. It was well known in the community because, you had this arcade, and growing up in it, playing competition on the games, man, Tempest, and of course Galaga, and Joust, and Robotron, and all of these, and Tron, playing Tron. There was Robotron and Tron. If any of this brings any memories to you all, just like you see right here, Mortal Kombat game boards. Pretty cool. So I'll share this tidbit with you, and y'all see a little bit to my life. And I was Pool Shark. Well, again wanted to share that. I'm waiting for these gentlemen to come back right now. They're going to buy just a few more machines. It's a little A little bit of a choke up to watch those 5 machines roll out earlier. I sold my last Galaga. I kind of didn't want to sell it. I really like that game. I know they're going to a good home, and they're not doing me no good in here. So it's another that downsizing, but it's not always easy, because these were machines that's been in all of my teenage and adult life. Just think about that. Man, a lot of them, I think I was like 11, 12 years old when my father bought a lot of them. Man, oh man, I had a blast growing up with us in that business, and a lot of good times. It's a thing of the past now, other than you've got these places that are making these theme bars now, like an 80s retro theme bar, a 90s retro theme bar, even 2000s theme bar already. You know, I mean, think about the early 2000s, 70s theme bars, 60s theme bars, you know, 50s. But, you know, we think about the 50s theme bars and stuff, and they're like 80s theme bar. But yeah, we're getting old. 80s theme bars, absolutely, and even 90s. Man, crazy, crazy. Well, I hope you all maybe just enjoyed seeing some of this and brought back some memories. Y'all talk in the comments down below. Tell me what games you enjoyed to play when you were a kid, what you were best at. Not really on the home, but on these video games. Tell me share about the home too. I mean, share about the home consoles as well. They weren't allowed in my house because home consoles took away from our business. My dad despised those home console games because you're going to be playing at home and not playing in our place, and I got all this money invested. Well, he cussed about the home game business, but of course it eventually squished all of this. But it was still fun to meet up with people in a common place and all the games and the whole atmosphere with it. It was pretty wonderful. I got some lifelong friends from all of that still that's going to even be seeing this video and bring up memories with them. I'm going to let you all go. I'm going to get back busy here and get a few more things ready. Take care. God bless, and see you guys on the next one.